Welcome to Blood in the Snow Radio, where we give you the latest news and interviews with the best in Canadian genre cinema. Here are your hosts, Robert Bellamy and Festival Director Kelly Michael Stewart.
And we continue Blood in the Snow 2024. We're on Thursday, so we're right in the middle of it. If I could, I'd get you to introduce yourself, your project and your connection, and just a little synopsis of what it's about.
My name is John Bregar. I'm the director of Josephine. Josephine was a short horror film, and it was about a chef who invites two mediums back to his restaurant to try to reconnect with his deceased wife. And we sort of left it open as to whether he did something to make her depart or if she did it on her own volition. So, that's sort of a little open-ended little nugget there. But
that's all you need. That's perfect.
Our writer, James Garris, he actually wrote a feature film based on this as well, just to continue the story. But
I was going to say, because there's a lot of places to go.
Yeah.
Was that always the intention of just doing as short as like a proof of concept, or?
Yeah, and you know when you're walking around and you're I'm a daydreamer, so I walk around. I think of scenes all the time. I think of moments, and I just had this one moment in my mind that really kept. When the hair kind of stands up on the back of your neck?
Yep.
It's that moment when it was the ending sequence where the lights are turning on and off.
Okay.
And the ghosts are appearing within the darkness and the light. So that was sort of in my mind for a while, and we kind of started from there and worked our way back.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So I like to approach the things I do. I think figuring out how you want it to end, how you want the audience to be left, is sort of, the thing I like to do.
I'm the same mindset. Absolutely.
Cool. Yeah.
So how hard was it to get into production on this?
Not hard at all. We had we had one day to figure it all out, and then we shot on a Saturday and then delivered on a Sunday, and then
delivered.
Yeah. So yeah. Because it was part of a competition.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say, nobody willingly gives themselves that kind of a deadline.
Yeah. But it does, when you constrain creativity, it works really well.
Oh, absolutely.
So
if this was part of one of those challenges, that meant there had to be certain elements.
Yes.
What were the elements you had to put in there?
A chef. And then there was a postcard that had to be there, and then a line of dialogue.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
That's why the main character is a chef.
Yeah.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
But it's neat because like you said, these things birth ideas you didn't know you had, and it creates something great.
Yeah. And again, it's like having that ending in mind. Like there's so many endings I have in my head for different projects. So it's just like which one kind of works here is sort of how we kind of approached it.
So then I ask about casting and stuff, but if this is a challenge, that means your team was there ready to go.
Yeah, well, we have actors standing by, and we try to include everybody in our team. But yeah, this one just made sense. It made sense. We got I'm so proud of the actors. They're so talented, and that was part of I think making this an effective piece, because I mean you have to put all the pieces together to make something work well, right? If one piece is off, if there's weird sound or somebody's not up to par with like the acting chops, then it's just not going to work. It doesn't sell it, right? But these guys, I'm so happy to be part of this team with them.
Excellent. So have you done work in the past? Like this is not your first foray into short films, I'm guessing.
This is my second.
Oh.
So, yeah, I'm sort of at the beginning of the journey.
And that's interesting because most times you jump into challenges after you've done a few.
Yeah.
You just said, screw
it. So I've been an actor for, I guess, going on 18 years now. So, and I've also been a photographer. So
So you're familiar with the
the
blocking,
ins and outs, and the
okay.
in front and behind the camera. And cinematography was really where I started to explore. And all of those skills kind of put together, were put together to, I mean, the next or natural evolution was to be the director. Just 'cause, but I have such a passion for lighting and cinematography. So it
So
kind of, yeah.
You get that vision. It's a full vision.
Yeah. 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 That's it.
Yeah, because I direct as well, but it's usually I know what I want to see, and then I let them play with the lights, and I let them. Yeah, but you get that full picture.
It's funny because I also edit as well.
It's independent film. We do everything.
Wear 17 hats.
Yeah.
But again, that is all part of it as well, because you know the feeling you want. And I'm a Pisces. I go by feelings. I'm not A type. I'm just somebody who just, so being able to, I guess, have that communication style with actors, because I know what it's like to be on that end, but then having the passion for lighting, and then knowing what an edit feels like, and how it's supposed to, and how you can actually change a lot of tone and pace, and dictate sort of where the audience looks and all that kind of stuff. It all just comes together really well. I have to get better at, maybe only taking on one role now, right? But it definitely started there, and I definitely still involve myself in wearing all those hats. But
Well, and it's a nice wish, but it won't happen right away. Just assign yourself to the fact. Yeah.
So speaking of the drone shots and all that stuff, right?
Yes.
Like I was like, oh my gosh, this needs some sort of a different perspective, a bird's eye perspective, or something like that, and so that's why that was the reason I rushed to try and get that. And on that day, Jamie Nelson, who played the ghost, it was really cold, and she was such a trooper. She went into the water. She was wearing this dress and these white contacts, and we don't always get it in one take, but we got it in two, so this was good.
Nobody ever shoots in the warm weather. Nobody.
So, thanks, Jamie, for doing that. But
on the second take, though, that's good.
Yeah, because we had one shot of her coming out of the water from the ground, and then we had a drone. So, and it was very windy that day as well. So, but it all came together really nicely. So, yeah, and another aspect of the whole filmmaking process is sound.
Oh yes.
So, I spend my day listening to sound libraries and just playing them in the background rather than playing like music or like the radio or something like that, right? And this allows me to constantly have this Rolodex of music that is effective, or for any type of filmmaking that I do in the future. So that's, I don't know if is that weird? Is that a weird thing?
Not at all.
I listen to audio libraries?
No. I sometimes will play a movie, but just listen to it and not hear it, because then you hear all the sounds that are in there. Mm-hmm. So no, that's not weird at all. Yeah,
and I'm just really affected by music and cinematic music, and it's always the thing that gets me to like well up when I'm at a movie or something. So it's an effective tool to move your audience. So
absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. So do you have anything else on the go right now?
So we have a pilot that we wrote, Smash Productions, James Garris, and my producing partner, Claire Hicks. We wrote a pilot, and that's going to be coming up in the spring. We're just figuring out all the details. It's based on our first short that we did called Silent Treatment. Okay. Which is a bunch of gangsters interview a mime because he's been blabbing around the city. It's a dark comedy. So
I'm loving it.
But yeah, so we took that idea, made it into a pilot, made it a little darker, kind of Ozark meets Schitt's Creek sort of thing. But that's our next endeavor. And yeah,
Excellent. And then how do people find you to see what you're up to?
JohnBregarPhotography.com, my Instagram @JohnBregar, We have Smash Productions Instagram as well, Smash Productions TO. And yeah, that's pretty much, that's all the handles. My phone number is 416.
Getting all the information today. Well, excellent. And now, how did it feel doing a challenge like that? Because I imagine as an actor, you've probably done a couple challenges in the past, but when you're directing, you're like the captain now.
I don't know how to explain it. It's tough. There's no way to pre-plan for anything. I sort of just jumped right in. I had obviously a lot of experience in the past being an actor, so I understood the vernacular and the way the day is supposed to run and the way you're supposed to communicate with your crew and all that stuff. But being on the creative side and then being on the production side and then the post-production side, I just sort of I dove right into it. I didn't really think too much about it, and I'm still learning a lot as well. I may not be, there are obviously things I have to work on in terms of maybe refining vision more, because I know like the really great directors have like really clear visions, and the things with these competitions is that you don't get to have a vision quite going into these things, right? So. But
it's definitely blurry with squinty eyes.
Yeah. You're like, where are we again? What are we supposed to? But that is sort of my next personal endeavors to really, absorb the project and refine the ability to make that vision.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for being on the show, and good luck in the festival.
Thank you for having me.
Join us next time for Blood in the Snow Radio. Bits Radio is a production of Three Evil Cats Productions in association with the Blood in the Snow Canadian Film Festival. For more information and to listen to other episodes, visit bloodinthesnow.ca and tweet us at BitsFilmFest. Music by Jan Gorman, produced and edited by Kelly Michael Stewart. I am Eduardo Correa Lima.